Sun in Leo, Moon in Aries. It's difficult to come even close to rivaling the sheer level of confidence and enthusiasm that can be found with this combination. Here we're combining one of the most confident sun signs with one of the most confident moon signs. You can argue that everyone is special in their own way and has something of value to share. It's just that some of us are much more aware of these things than others. Leo Sun, Aries Moon knows these things. Highly precocious, these people tend to be expressive of their individuality at a very young age. As children, they may spend most of their time with adults or children much older than themselves. Typically, there's a strong chance of intense trauma early in life. I'm not sure why, but I've noticed this with people who have a lot of fire in their chart that often there's intense trauma early on. As they mature, they will tend to have a strong sense of direction since they are highly goal-oriented and tend to set high expectations for themselves. There's a youthfulness and energetic charisma here, so much so that Leo Aries can be the life of the party. I really want to just expand on that for a second. This is something that's prevalent with all Aries Moon people, or all Aries Moon combinations, I should say. There's a youthfulness and an apparent innocence there. And I think, with combinations like these, it can be tempting for those individuals not to abuse their apparent innocence. If you catch my drift, it's just that they're so trustable and so relatable. This is why they make great actors, because, all their mannerisms are just so, so seemingly perfect in some kind of way, so captivating. Let's see, besides thriving in performance, or acting type positions, these people also do really excellent with leadership positions, and they gravitate toward public roles in general. Their sheer confidence and, the way that they speak with such conviction makes them really great in leadership positions. Though highly ambitious, Leo Aries can also be especially hedonistic, or pleasure seeking, and fall into pleasure traps, which may hinder their professional success. For that, you kind of just have to see what else is going on in the chart, as well as what transits they are experiencing. But it can kind of go either way. They can go into being super ambitious and achieving a lot, or just falling into pleasure seeking. And then, of course, there's usually a mix of both for sure. This type can also be overbearing, asserting their will over others and not caring to compromise. And that's where you get the juxtaposition of, this combination being extremely charming on the one hand, but on the other hand, they can also be a little bit overbearing or, too intense, especially for certain personality types. Oftentimes, Leo Aries feels that it would be just easier if they were in charge and everyone else would just blindly trust them. It's just that, again, Leo Sun, Aries Moon is so confident. They know what they want so strongly. They have such vision. They're not really open to anyone else's interpretation or anyone else's desires or input. Learning to be receptive to others will balance Leo Aries intensity for sure. I also wanted to mention that this combination is so energetic and so intense. They are typically very upbeat. They typically are very happy, I guess you could say. They don't deal a whole lot with feelings like sadness or, being somber. These more kind of slow, heavy moods. Yeah, that's not really these people at all. They're usually very happy and energetic all the time, but they can be very easily frustrated as well. And when they get frustrated, they can become intensely angry. So again, learning to just kind of slow down at times, this will be very unnatural for them, but it will help to avoid some of those more intense emotions or extreme emotions. So that's my take on Sun and Leo, Moon and Aries. If you enjoyed that, check out my playlist. There's a whole bunch more of these Sun Moon videos. I'm getting close to having completed all 144. But thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you later.